FFA, it's a youth organization that helps prepare its members for leadership, personal growth, and career success through agriculture education. This week, FFA chapters around the country are celebrating National FFA Week. And joining us today to talk more about that is Christy Meyer. Welcome to Good Day Live.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you know, this is an important week for FFA and its members. Can you talk to our audience about how FFA impacts not only these young people, but all of their communities too?
Yeah, absolutely. So FFA's been around since 1928, and over the years what we have found is that our members have become an integral part of their community through agricultural education. They do this in a variety of ways, not only through providing food, fiber, and fuel, but also providing leadership. So a lot of them give back to their communities in different service projects and also discover the career paths that they're going to take to fill that talent pipeline.
We have so many chapters here in our viewing area in both Indiana and Illinois. So I'm curious to know, what are some of the ways that they'll celebrate during this actual week?
Yeah, you know, it varies throughout the country and through each chapter. We always, on a national level, offer suggestions, but a lot of the chapters individually come up with their own ways to celebrate. So you'll see a lot of pancake breakfasts, perhaps service projects giving back to their community, appreciating their ag advisors, and really celebrating those alumni who help them. Some places will even do donkey basketball games, and you might see a few tractors driving their way to work some days too.
I always love that tractor drive at school. It's a really big deal, and I know the kids look forward to that too. You know, the thing is, I think there are students out there, and there's a little misconception because some members of FFA don't necessarily live on the farm, but they're going to pursue that career in agriculture, which can be a broad brush of many areas. So if a student or a parent is watching right now, how do they get involved with local chapters?
Yeah, that's a great question. One of the things that makes FFA a little bit different from organizations such as 4-H is we're intracurricular. So in order to be in an FFA chapter, you have to take an agricultural education class. So if your school offers an agriculture education class, then you become an FFA member. And the really great thing about that too is it's an opportunity for our students to really explore all of those career pathways in agriculture, because there's more than 350. And I think that's something that people don't realize when they hear about agriculture careers.
Yeah, that's an impressive number in itself, and I think the careers continue to grow and evolve, don't they, when it comes to agriculture?
Yeah, absolutely. There's some careers that we don't really think about, right? Like food science, biotechnology, wildlife management. So pieces that are outside of the realm of what you and I might originally think of, right? So most people might think of the traditional production agriculture, but there's also that technical piece that's out there as well.
Well, I have to say this, we do a really good job around here of really embracing those in the agriculture community, and especially when it comes to farmers. We understand the significance of what they do, and I love that FFA also champions those individuals who are working in the field of agriculture. So, say right now we have a student that wants to join, or a parent watching maybe that wants more information for down the road. Do you guys have a way that people can gain information about FFA?
Yeah, absolutely. We would encourage them to go to our website, ffa.org, to get information, and also to work with their local school districts to see what they might have available. And then we would also encourage everybody, especially this week, follow us on social media just to see what's out there this week and see all the unique pieces that chapters are doing around the country. And then if they follow us on Twitter, just look for #FFA Week.
Well, congratulations on all you do across the country, especially here in the Wabash Valley as we celebrate FFA Week. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.